Ropo allegedly consoles Ooni of Ife as he is moved to tears upon sighting Queen Naomi in her disheveled appearance. Okay? So, according to this story, Kabiyesi was forced to tears, when he went to visit Queen Naomi, apparently, to show support with Ropo. Okay? They said when he went in and he sighted Queen Naomi, I mean, they said he lost it completely because he saw Queen Naomi looking lean, looking disheveled, looking like the opposite of the Queen Naomi that he used to know with all the glory, with all the beauty and everything, And it's like the man got overwhelmed by the gravity, of what was going on, and he didn't know when according to the story, he allegedly, shed tears, and he was now being consoled by no other person than the father, Paropo, as it was reported. Okay, don't forget that since this problem broke out, since the stampede and since the issue of the pie numbers of children came out, it has taken a big toll. It has, big toll on Queen Naomi. Normally, naturally, Queen Naomi is a very, humble, quiet, person, personality wise. And she's someone that cannot even hurt a fly, And all she wanted to do at this Ibadan, at Ibadan, was to bring succor to the lives of these little kids who are mostly vulnerable, who are very hungry, some of them very, very malnourished, That was all she wanted to do, as she has always done in the past, even while she was at the palace, as attested to by no other person than Kabiesi himself, Okay? So, so the reason why Queen Naomi obviously is in that state, is because of the fact that obviously she feels, someone that has a conscience. She feels that guilt, even though she is not the one that physically cried these children, but just knowing that she was the one that wanted to touch their lives, she was the one that wanted to bring joy to their lives, and make them happy, and now this happened. She feels that a weight of guilt upon herself. And especially looking at the gravity of the unfortunate stampede, I'm talking about the number of the choir kids, So obviously, she got overwhelmed big time. And that is why she's now looking like, what is really in this life? Because she's also a mother, don't forget. She's also a mother. And So Queen Naomi's situation, according to the report, was so bad that Paropo, who had accompanied Kabiesi, was forced to beg Kabiyesi not to allow Queen Naomi to cry, you know, over this incident, because she was just trying to add values, to this children's life. That is all she wanted to do, you know, until the devil struck. Okay, so Parobo was said to have raised this alarm not only because of the effect of the tragedy on Queen Naomi, but also because of how the world seemed to have been, maligning and throwing jibes at her from all corners, from all directions. You and I, know that since this issue broke out, those who hit her to, we are full of praises of her for coming to Ibadan, for carrying out this humanitarian effort to the city of Ibadan. Every All manners of people started throwing jibes at her. Some started accusing her, calling her all sort of names. And you begin to wonder, is this same Queen Naomi who just few days ago was in the radio station, Agidigbo radio station, was on a visit to the Commissioner for Women Affairs, and all she got while she was doing all this was praises and praises and praises. To the point that some people, if you go on social media before this unfortunate incident, some people were saying, when is she going to bring this intervention to their communities? And all of a sudden, this same set of people, not all of them anyway, but some of them, this same set of people, some of them, like I would say, are now the one who have turned around, to begin to use very, very hurting words, disparaging words against this woman. Okay? So, and it's even more annoying that the insults and accusations are coming from the very same people who sang her praises, and prayed for her for, deeming it fit to even remember their city, Ibadan, at this time. It's really sad that many people do not have an idea, what Queen Naomi is dealing with since the stampede took place. It's been very traumatic for her, I must say. Okay, so while we sympathize with the families of the bereaved, we can choose to be temperate, with our words at a time like this. I'm saying this because this woman has seen real hell. Okay, she has been so traumatized. She has been so, tormented. Just by the news of the number of the kids. Okay, so I'm saying we can choose to be nice. It's that simple. Okay, so assuming everything went well, like in the past when she had those interventions in different locations. So assuming everything went on, successfully as she had planned, will she be called these unflattering names as she's being called right now? I'm asking. No, of course, that will not happen. But such is life. And I want to believe that this is part of the price that, great people, will always pay, just for being nice, just for being who they are, you know. But in all of this, I want to ask, how is it possible that no one is looking at the parts that greed, yes, you heard me well, the part that greed, has played in this whole stampede, okay? Don't forget that Queen Naomi wanted to have intervention for 5,000 vulnerable children, and she wanted to give them 5,000 each. For 5,000, that will have amounted to like 25 million naira. This is outside the gift items, that we were told, came in truck loads, that are being warehoused, that are meant for these children. This is outside, some other empowerment scheme that were supposed to also come. That was why it was marked for like 5,000 kids, but eventually they got more than that. And at that point that they got 5,090 according to the report, and they told the other people that, look, we've gotten the numbers, and the gates were shut. A lot of people started, scaling the fences. When I say people, you see parents, throwing in their kids, women with babies strapped in their back, scaling fences. It was so chaotic at the end of the day, to the point that eventually, you know, the scene became so ugly that hoodlums and other people, especially the aspect of the hoodlums, who took over the whole thing and started unleashing mayhem all over the place. And before you know it, the stampede followed. Okay, so for me, the greed of some of the parents who forcefully, brought in their kids, brought in themselves, and just overcrowded the place, which now overwhelmed the organizers. They too have a part in this blame. That is why I'm happy that the IG of police, our respected IG of police, is now the one handling this case. And I know, looking at his trajectory, he's going to do a thorough investigation, to the point that I want to see how I want to know the remote and the immediate causes of this stampede. And hopefully, those hoodlums, who we are now told could have been employed by some of these evil people, I'm sure they all will be unraveled. Okay? So according to the story, Paropo and Kabiesi, we are said to have spent quality time with Queen Naomi, encouraging and praying with her, while assuring her that he is doing his best. To be, he's doing his best to ensure that this tragedy, those behind this tragedy, unfortunate tragedy, are uncovered and punished. This is heartwarming to hear because Queen Naomi needs all the support she can get, especially at this time. I would like to call on all Queen Naomi fans worldwide to join us in praying for her and the families of the quiet children. For me, I want to believe that these too shall pass by the grace of God. Amen. Okay, so this is the story that came out at this time. Just hearing that Kabiesi, was able to go see Queen Naomi himself together with Paropo. It's so heartwarming, and I'm really very happy to hear this because, like I said before, this is all we want at this time. She needs all the support. She needs all our prayers together with the families who have lost these by children. Okay. So this is the story that came at this time, and I thought I should drop it immediately. I'm going to be back soon. Okay. God bless you. Bye bye.